Here to
How long have you got?
Finished, mate.
Right.
Hey, we finally got him.
We got Butchie.
Hi, everyone. We
Talk us
are
through
on.
it.
We're live.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you
Butcher,
so
Matt,
much
Lesson here.
for coming down finally.
Pleasure.
You make Matt Burnett not look good now. We've been asking you both for ages. So
He's a very busy.
he is a very busy man. You've been
What am I looking
extremely
at here?
You're looking at here, Butchie.
Oh, am
Yeah,
I?
look
This
at
is
us.
Great
there and-
technology. We just look at each other.
Yeah.
We stare lovingly at each other.
Oh, that's so short.
That's good. Right.
I was going to say that, but I just think that.
I feel like
Joel
I'm
would say
I also feel like I've got a lot of hair.
yeah.
Wow.
And she has too.
Oh, I'm going to see it.
Oh, don't. You've been
Now-
extremely busy. Obviously, there's been heaps going on with all the fires in our region, and we just wanted to say thank you today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a big day. Thank you. It's been a big couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that we've been very heavily involved with the local disaster management group, myself and Mayor Matt Burnett, and getting out and around the region. So, but it was great to see firsthand exactly what was going on.
Right.
It was really touch and go so many times, and I think from being out and talking to people, a lot of people sitting at home in the air conditioning, and you know what's going on, and you feel completely helpless. But you guys kept everyone so up to date that the council and all of the Facebook page is amazing.
Yeah, we both said to each other, we sort of both need to really push it because people were asking us what's going on. Because when people don't know, they make up stories, they make up their own stuff. So
It's
it
dangerous.
was very important to let people know exactly what's going on and try and get up to date with events that were happening.
And I think for people that don't know what's going on too, you can either underestimate it or overestimate it in your own mind too. Like sitting at home, I must admit I didn't understand the full gravity of what was going on until you see some aerial maps or you see some, or you talk to some of the Royal Queensland firefighters and they go, hold on, no, there's people here literally keeping these fires from people's houses.
They were. Yeah.
And I think that's why people were so dependent on you, because you obviously you get the information from the source. So you're talking to the Queensland
We were
Fire
on state
Service.
disaster management right during the meeting. As soon as we got the info from them at the meeting, we would shoot it straight up over as quick as we possibly could.
Yeah, and it was
at any one
amazing.
stage, we had in this local area, in the Gladstone, the Mayor's electorate, 26 firefighters in Gladstone.
Wow.
When you get one normally, it's a big
job.
We had 26.
So it's unprecedented. Queensland's never seen anything like this before.
Never.
Oh,
ever.
never. And this
We had the winds and the heat that we had in those 2 or 3 days from Monday through Wednesday last week were unseen before in Queensland, and particularly in this area. Normally we have humid weather and it gets stickier. These winds were dry and they were hot.
So it was a perfect storm, wasn't it?
Oh,
It
basically.
was just
when you put them
just
both
lots
together.
of fuel, lots of heat, and the wind. So how many units did you have, like across our region? How many people are involved in?
I think at any one stage there's about 160 trucks on the ground within our electorate around here. On top of that, obviously we had about 450 firefighters rural firefighters coming from New South Wales, Victoria, ACT, and South Australia come and help out. They did an amazing job because our guys on the ground here, we know the ruralies, they were buggers. Some of those guys and girls have worked from the Saturday prior through until Tuesday, Wednesday without a break. A couple of hours sleep here and there, but back on the job.
Wow, just pure dedication to protecting the community. And I think one of the biggest things that I've heard just from the amount of land area that the fires were covering, to not have any loss of life, and it's very sad there was properties lost, but it was minimal for the amount of land.
Yeah, we lost 3 houses. So in total, from what we had, as you said, the amount of fires we had was unbelievable.
Right.
We've seen 3. We've seen a lot of obvious damage to sheds and lean-tos and cars and boats caravans and trucks out in the properties, but no lives lost. It was absolutely amazing. And I put all of that down to our rural firefighters and QFES, and also
we are. Hey, Mark.
also our police that were on the ground, and our SES, and our once everyone started to get evacuated, then our lifelines and our Red Cross were on the ground. The work that they did was absolutely amazing. Absolutely.
So to coordinate something like that, obviously, everyone needs to be on the same page, and there needs to be a lot of direction when something, because it's not something, if it's unprecedented, it's never happened before. So it's a real test for all the services and departments to come together.
Big kudos to Matt Burnett and the local government here. They run every morning at 8 o'clock, 8:30. There was a local disaster management meeting, which they run and coordinate. And then from there, everyone got jobs to go and do and coordinate, you know, like how you're going to evacuate people, how we're going to get food to people, how we're going to get, you know, the Salvation Army involved, how many police we need on the ground, you know, where do we need to, you know, coordinate fire trucks, all that sort of stuff gets done at that meeting.
Right.
And then they have one in the afternoon as well. So that's the
2 days, but
the communication from that meeting just
man.
blows you away how they
absolutely.
coordinate an event like this.
Yeah.
I mean, cyclones are one thing. A cyclone comes, it blows, and it bushes trees around and blow, and it goes.
Clean up.
When you got 2 weeks worth of fires on 26 fronts, as you said, it's amazing what
And fire cuts you off. Like if you are in the wrong place, and I know there was a challenge to get some people to evacuate for a long time. So a fire, if you don't get out at a certain time, if there's, especially when you get down in deep water, it's a lot of really thick
a lot of people
land.
really didn't want to.
No.
Oh, I didn't. Of course,
I wanted to stay and protect.
Yeah.
Of course, no.
But at the end of the day, when we took a few people back in the end and they went to their property, they said, shit.
Really
Thank God we did.
realised,
I'm just going to jump in for a sec, troops, and we've got everyone from
Hey,
our
everyone.
locals, VIDIQ, Matt Doyle, Mark Couple on the
So
side.
how are you?
Yeah,
I'm going to
great.
give you a
Yeah.
call.
Our footballer.
Yeah. Good guy.
And good footballer too, back in the day, which nearly as good as Yuri was, brother.
That was a wallaby too. And
Was he? Oh, he become a valley boy. There you go. Ange Zahn, Lynette Lyons, Brian Small, Hamish Bowden. Oh, firefighter Hamish Bowden.
Oh, Hamish, thank you.
Mr. February.
There you go.
Oh,
Up, up. We haven't seen
you
his
still haven't seen the
yet.
picture yet? Yeah.
Lee Zimmerly, Mark West, who's got that ugly photo there, Jason Hartwell, and Sunita Butler all the way from down in
Bundy territory.
That's it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
So
she
yeah,
get her to sing for you one day.
Wouldn't that be
Wonderful
nice?
songwriter and singer.
Oh,
I've
wow.
heard her online.
So obviously, the aftermath of all of this, there's, you know, people going back to their homes now and seeing. I mean, it's amazing seeing that aerial photo of Mount Larkham and how close the fire came to everything. It sort of starts to unveil everything that happened, and you realise, you know, how much work was done to protect the community. So.
We've seen it firsthand. Just we've seen houses just sitting in the middle of this black. Everything's black and the house is protected.
Just to sit
And that's
Is that because
that's
of
a
people
pretty
at the
big
front
feat
line?
too.
So what we've seen a lot of them doing when we went down myself, the mayor and the inspector for fire and rescue here in the local area, took us down and showed us. So what they were doing was, as the fire front comes, they can see it coming, so they go around the yard with a drip torch. The fire rages up towards where they are in this house, and then they start pulling the fire out. They just lit after it burnt back to stop the fire there, and then
That's
absolutely no. I actually see one guy. He's got the hose in his hand. He's putting out his raging his fire in front of him, and he's eating a sandwich.
No.
Oh my God, no.
But that's
So
the only time we
comfortable.
got a chance to get a feed, and he was putting out this fire. Absolutely amazing what they do.
So it seems like there's an art form to it. It seems like it's a bit of a specialised process.
Oh, you
is
do.
it?
And that, we're going through some stuff now where people are trying to say, why weren't the Australian Defence Force called in? And
Really?
the federal members around the region saying they should have got them in. But our Australian Defence Force doesn't firefight.
No, that's
They
right.
do cleanups, they do all the other stuff during cyclones, and they're manning to get stuff done.
Yeah.
But when you put people, it's a bit like putting us three in
That's
front of
right.
the big fire. We don't know what to do. So people are saying, why didn't you call them? Why didn't you go in? Because
doesn't
that's
make
not their
sense.
specialty. We had the best in the business on the ground. They had
Exactly.
the best local rural fire.
And they proved themselves, more than proved themselves that they were
Absolutely.
capable of it.
And now in the recovery, so what we see in the recovery is that the mayor and his team have their teams everywhere cleaning up to get people back into their homes. So people are back in their homes now,
Already.
and they've done the job. So there's no need to have 1,000 defence force people getting around, because fire's burning in the main bush now.
That's right.
And the fire is cleaned up around the houses as they came and protected. So
You know, I don't know what they're called, but what are those planes called? Those water bombers?
Yeah, the bombers.
water bomber.
Water bombers.
Yeah.
How good were they?
Oh, that was once that 737 got called in,
Yeah.
that made the world of difference.
Because
Absolutely.
it's 20, is it 20,000 or 20,000 litres or something they carry?
20,000 litres of water.
Water,
in a
yeah.
big sucker, yeah. And not only that, but we had little crop dusters, and it was amazing. I went up with the mayor the other day in a helicopter just to have a look around and see what had happened.
Yeah.
And they were actually still fighting the Curtis Island.
Oh,
And so what happens is a guy sits above where the fires are in a little helicopter, and he just hovers around and he actually directs them in where to go.
Wow.
So just the communication across the radio, come on the eastern flank right near that dam there on the left side, start from the ocean side and come across, and just to listen to it was absolutely amazing. And then they show, I think I put on Facebook a couple of the maps that
saw
they'd
some
actually
of that.
shown in a day.
I saw that.
And it was just crazy.
Yeah, it was. So back just on the community, like there's obviously criticism in any way there's situations now. There's always community. So I've heard, people criticising, the government not burning off in time, not allowing cattle into the national park. So what's the response as far as how what the government can do to actually answer that question?
Yeah, obviously after this event, it is, as I say, this was unseen before in Queensland's history. So we'll be doing it. Obviously the fireys and the police and everyone else will be involved.
They'll need to facilitate it.
Might be something Guinea Group can do.
Sure, we can help you out with that. For sure.
But they're very serious about finding out what's going on.
Absolutely.
People are blaming vegetation management laws, but we've got to remember here in this area, we've had 2 really big cyclones in the last 5 or 6 years that knocked over a whole heap of trees and went through and put a whole heap of that fuel on the ground. So even back burning in those type of areas would have had the same effect anyway, mixed into that type of weather.
That makes sense.
But we're right, the farmers can still back burn, they can still do what they need to
Absolutely.
do. But it's just, I think part of the review will just identify what's stopping people from doing that and what do we need to do to make it easier so people can do that.
But
I'm a big believer of getting our Indigenous people back into those national parks.
Absolutely.
Give them some, some assistance for some of their young people. Get the old traditional practices back.
They know how to do it.
They do. They're experts at it. They've been doing it 30,000 years.
I'm interested, Butchie, in what you said the first time. It was like a 1 in 100-year event.
It was.
I think when there's an unprecedented event, it's very easy for people to come out and criticise how did this happen, and I think that's where it's a challenge for people to understand how did it happen.
We need to get it. We need to get it done right. I mean, as I said, there's certainly opportunities when you do a review after some of these to say, well, this is the worst case you've got. How do we stop this from happening?
And they're obviously not things you can deal with when the event's happening. So
and it was so
pretty
disappointing
tied
to
up.
see federal members and the LNP standing in a burnt field while people are still fleeing for their lives, having a crack at the government about doing all this stuff. So it's just
there is a time and a place to deal with those things, and
people are
right
still
when
trying to get back into their homes now, which is one of the toughest times. We have people going down to Baffle Creek. They haven't been in their home for 10 days and open the fridge and it's just rotten now. Then they couldn't get water into their tanks because the roof's full of stuff and the rain was coming, so they had to get back and take all their downpipes off so they didn't fill up the tank. So all this is going on, and
we're still
bagging people and having a crack at them. So time and place.
So the positive.
Let me jump in. Good job, Butchie. So big dogs, give them a big thank you. Sunita, but shucks.
That's about the music. The music, I think.
Sing, yeah.
We've had a few more people
Another
join.
footballer. You're
Ashley
Dodd,
Dodd.
Butchie. Another good footballer.
If anyone's looking to sponsor an Indigenous footy team, Ashley Dodd, good mate of mine, is looking for some sponsors. I'd love to see the Guinea Group across on one of your jerseys.
There you go.
We might even have to think about that. Because I know Remax are good at that.
Remax is busy at the moment, sponsoring other people.
Fantastic.
Shane, and look who else is on, Shelley Holmes.
So what we're trying to do is talk to you people, but Benito Cezino and Peter here in front own the place and making a hell of it.
We actually just had a discussion with them about the chairs, so we're going to replay this later and say, hey.
That's right. And we actually know what we should do. We need to sponsor this joint to get some.
They're the Guinea Group. Get the green chairs.
It'd be a great investment.
So obviously there's the criticism and everything, but I really want to talk about today the outcome of thanks and support that people are wanting to show now for the people who were involved in protecting our communities. And obviously there's a lot of things going on. I know there's you can donate to Give It for. That's the to help people getting back into
Give It
their
Central
homes.
Queensland. So there's a couple of ones out there, but Give It Central Queensland will actually give money back to those people affected in our area. So you can give field vouchers, you can give cash, you can give all those sort of good things.
So where would you
give it?
Give It Central Queensland.
Central Queensland.
Give It Central
They've actually used it like the fireys from New South Wales were about to catch a plane, and because of all the extra plane loads going through, we actually run out of aviation fuel at the airport.
Oh, wow.
So the poor old New South Wales fireys who were heading home were stuck here for 2.5 hours. So I was with the mayor at the time. He rang up Give It and said, "We need a few bucks to get these guys and girls a feed." And so within 10 minutes, they had the money, organised at the coffee club on the airport, and they'll get the feed. That's how they work. They're very good.
people can still donate, obviously.
Yeah.
And the other big thing on this weekend, the Christmas carols, I believe the money from that is going to help with the fight.
Yeah, most definitely. So they're doing some fundraising down there tonight. I know for a fact that Pertec are one of the sponsors. So whenever you can purchase some of their gear that they've got there, they'll go straight to the rural fires support. All these great organisations.
4CC, I think, is sponsoring that.
4CC sponsor. I'm actually sponsoring Mark Holden.
Mark Holden, there you go. Yeah.
What was it that he done
Mark
on the show? Touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown. Yes.
Touchdown. So he's on tonight. So the weather seems okay.
Can I just give you a rap too? I was calling a swim event the other day and I kept calling your name out as a sponsor at Liquid Energy.
Yeah, I sponsored Liquid Energy.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah.
So do you got kids that swim with you, or are you just doing the good thing for the community?
Like me, they swim like
That's all the cookies you're eating.
And me too, buddy. Yeah, they're not eating enough cookies.
Part of my agenda as a state member is to support local groups and sporting groups.
And you do a lot of it.
People know me. I certainly support any sporting organisations and any non-profits. So I sponsor basketball, I sponsor rugby league, I sponsor all sorts of different things.
No, great to see.
On the rugby league, can I just mention too, young fella named Cody, who's down at the Lady Salento Hospital getting treatment for a brain tumour. And Lisa, my office manager, brought this to our attention. She was the son of an old workmate up in Airlie Beach. We put the word out through Gladstone to actually, they wanted to have him wear a different footy jersey every single day. So I have to thank the Gladstone community who got involved in that. Here has been inundated with jerseys. My mum even from Claremont sent Claremont Bears jersey.
I did in
So thank you to everyone who was involved in that, Cody. I'm sure it's made Cody's treatment a little bit less hard to take.
Most definitely. Yeah.
So talking about thanking people, we have a big event coming up next Sunday. So we're organising in conjunction with the Rocky Glen Hotel. So Rocky Glen Hotel, next Sunday, the 16th, we're having the Central Queensland Emergency Services Appreciation Day, and it started out, a gentleman named Damien King approached RGs about
Damien's been great.
putting on some drinks and a sausage sizzle to thank the fireys.
Yeah.
We've had a few people get involved, including myself and my business, and we put our heads together and it's just exploded. And I have to say, we have been overwhelmed with the support from the businesses and community wanting to get involved.
Absolutely.
We have over $10,000 worth of cash and prizes donated. We're doing a charity auction. We're about to post. We've just had a meeting and updated all the auction prizes.
Fantastic.
So if anyone wants to come down and put some money on the bar, we're shouting any emergency service people watching, you can come down, show your ID and get a wristband. You get drinks for the day. I have to say, a really big plug, Crown to Rain Hairdressers. They've donated full for the auction, haircuts, barber cuts for a gentleman for a whole year for the auction.
You
can bid on that.
It's going to be
They've also donated a $200 cut and colour voucher for a lady. But the biggest thing, they're actually going to be there on the day giving free haircuts to all the emergency services throughout the day. And they'll do $10 all day. Crown to Rain are amazing. We're setting them up down there. They are offering Crown to Rain. Yeah, Crown to Rain. They're doing haircuts all day for the emergency services personnel, and anyone from the public that wants a haircut, they're charging only $10, and all the money they raise from that will go back into the kitty for the money raised. So,
and how great was it? Jonathan Person rocked into town last night for his show. Yeah. Gave 150 tickets to local fires.
Yes, that was amazing. Yeah, I saw it on Butch's page. It was really good.
Amazing.
And there's so many people supporting these events, and come on down the 16th. Next, we've got 3 bands on 4CC Broadcasting Live. If you want to sponsor, just get in touch with me through our page, or give me a call, or go down to the Rocky Glen and donate some money so the emergency services can have a drink.
I'll tell you a little story about Jonathan Person. He turned up at the airport yesterday, and I was out there to meet the Police Minister, Mark Ryan, coming to town. Normally that's a pretty special thing. Yeah. So Mark Ryan gets off the aeroplane, I shake his hand, I'm saying, "G'day, welcome to Gladstone, thanks for coming." And I look over his shoulder, and Jonathan Person's there.
Did you push past?
Get out of the way.
JT's here.
So I got a photo.
Did you get a photo?
Oh, that's awesome. Well timed. That's really well timed.
Has he left town now?
He has. He's done some great work. Went to a few schools, went to shopping centres.
He did, yeah.
What a great
I had
guy.
people posting on Facebook. If anyone sees JT, let me know where he is.
I can't wait to read his book.
He's an awesome guy.
There's only one thing wrong with Jonathan
The
Person.
team he plays for.
He doesn't play for the
Rabbits. That's right, the Rabbitohs. Go the Rabbitohs.
No, go the Broncos.
Just
Go
a
to
quick one. So we've got Maddie Tudman.
And Shelley Hull's on. I do know Maddie Tudman. Shelley Hull's on. She's out at
Shelley.
Brisbane for the UV. She's
Is
pretty
she?
cool.
Right.
But she's
Is Shelley
now.
better? She's better
getting
now.
good
Yeah,
She
that's
must
good
be.
to hear,
She's
Shelley.
And talking about Indigenous stuff, Richard Johnson always joins us too.
He's
so
a good guy, Richard.
He is
He
absolutely.
done a wonderful welcome to country last night down at the Rio Tinto
Yeah, he's great.
board meeting down there at the
Excellent.
Christmas party.
Good on you, mate.
Good on
Well
you,
done,
Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Ian
Dave
Powell's,
Cummins,
Ian Powell's a regular.
Ian Powell's from
He's
Brisbane.
a
He's
regular.
one of the good
I
guys.
should log in myself, sure.
Yeah, you should.
That's right.
Butchie's on.
Yeah.
You should, you should.
I tell people I got a story. I get on here and as soon as Skin goes, oh, Butchie's on, I go swipe
Sure.
down.
Oh, do you?
No, I'm
You know, oh, yeah. Geez, yeah, you're
Hey, we
killing
got
me.
you here, so
Yeah.
now we got to get Matt Burnett here.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like, when
that's
he's
He's
not,
got
it's
Scarface,
probably.
man. You got a thing
Did
cut
you
out
get
of
him
his face.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's why he's laying
So
low.
he's probably
He's
hanging
not
loose.
very pretty at the moment.
I was up there the other morning when he was about to start a LVMG meeting. And there was no one else dialed in, so he was in council chambers by himself.
Himself.
Yeah. At the
He
big table.
he went in
bald
this
next
morning
to
and
you.
he had on his Gladstone boxing shirt
Yeah.
and he's got this big scar and Mark Holden says to him, what happened to your shirt? So I see the boxer and that was me knocking him out last time at charity fight.
Nice. That's what I was going
That
to
was
say.
a great idea, that charity fight. It was
But you're
awesome.
doing that again too, Butch.
Well, they suggested we do it in the MMA cage, so I think
Oh.
the mayor's a little bit freaked out about that.
Yeah, I would be
I
too.
would be.
Yeah.
I might have to tap him out.
So I don't know how much battery we've got, but do you want to just give us a quick rundown? What's happening? Everyone,
Yeah.
we've talked for weeks about how positive things are in Gladstone and what's
Yeah.
happening.
What's
So
your take
yeah,
So next year's going to be a good year. So I actually announced today we've got a contractor for the expansion of the hospital, the accident emergency, $42 million
the
hospital.
car park's been done already.
Car park's
hasn't
been
it?
done, so basically now where the old car park is out front of the hospital, that will be where the new accident emergency is.
Excellent.
So we've got a Central Queensland company, Woolham, so they'll be doing the major contractor overseeing the build. So it's a $21.5 million part of it. So basically they're building the structure. They're good, as I said, CP company, so they're high on looking after locals where they do these projects. So that's great. So as I've said, all of our builders, our chippies, our plumbers, our concrete,
All local jobs.
all local
Yeah.
jobs. So that's what we want to make sure they do. So next year also we're starting the Clyde Hospital build. So that'll start early next year as well. So it's a $60 million project over 6 years, I think it goes for. The first part will be for grades 7 and 8.
Will
So is that
that open?
2020?
2020,
So 2020 they'll take the
start
first
for
round.
grade 7s
Yeah.
and 8s. And then 2 years later will be 9s and 10s.
That's
and then
awesome.
above.
Wouldn't that
Awesome.
be good if you started at
Oh,
7?
Calliope just services such a huge area. I think
it
it's
is. It was
fantastic,
all-
and hats off to you guys.
Unfortunately, it was in my electric
Then,
last election.
now it's not. That's okay. We'll still give you kudos for
I'm
it.
still chair of the local committee, but that's another good news story. People will see we're also started the $24 million spend on the road to Tennant Sands. So we'll be widening that, taking away a lot of those hills and bumps and areas in
So
around
Tallua
Tallua
Bends,
Bends
is
and all
it?
that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. So it'll be more open. There'll be a metre separation in the middle. It'll go on for 18 months.
would do that work?
So be patient, everyone. Be
Road Tech's
patient
doing
while
Road
they're
Tech.
doing that.
So,
So
yeah, it's gonna
just
take
be
up
really
some time.
patient. There's going to be a lot of stops and starts, but it's going to be
It'll
worth
be
it in the end.
Yeah.
It's been a long
So-
time coming.
Yeah, and there's plenty of other projects going forward. We've got the
So,
ammonia,
abattoirs?
$1 billion. I talked to the abattoir
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
a couple
What's
of
going on with
weeks
that,
ago.
Butchie?
So
they're-
is that fully approved, the abattoir?
Well, they've got to go through all that, but it's been
Okay.
given state significance. So,
Butch, you always keeping it real, brother. Telling it
Thanks,
like
Shelley.
it is. Good
so
on you.
yeah, the abattoir's going full steam ahead. They've been given Coordinator General approval for utilising the state development area for the project to go forward, which is a great step because that cuts out a lot of red tape going forward. So that's the beauty of our state development, is that that's the way through. Coordinator General gets
It's in the right
around.
place. We've got
And
the
it's in
space for it.
perfect spot there. So that's going to go ahead. We've got the ammonia facility, over $1 billion for that, which is more jobs. We've got the solar farm,
Two, isn't it? Rod's Bay.
one at Rods Bay and one here in Gladstone. So that'll be developed and hopefully towards the end of next year they'll kick off. So we're just trying to get all these projects come along just nice and steady in increments rather than all of this up and down and up and down. So there's some good news projects. As Ros knows, a lot of the rental vacancies are coming right down, which means
Prices have started going up. Yeah.
So that's
And a lot of
Landlords.
stocks being cleared, and
and I'm talking to a few builders, and they're busy as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
most of our builders are busy. So
So have you had any word on the shipping container precinct that they were discussing? Is there anything happening with that?
There
or-
certainly is an appetite for that happen here. This is one of the best and deepest water ports in Australia.
That's why we're here.
And we're closer than Brisbane is to the Asian market. So, inland rail, if it ever comes through to Gladstone, eventually, the world is oyster. The Gladstone port is diversifying, so containerisation is the next step. And I know Peter O'Sullivan and Peter Crone is now the new chair of the port. We're certainly looking to make sure that we can drive that forward.
Yeah, cool. And it was really I mean, obviously, I've been interested in this for a long time in my industry, but having so much land, like you said, the state development land put aside, that opens us up for a whole lot into the future.
We can do anything out there.
Yeah.
You know, I've got Northern Oil going on out there, and their future production of hydrogen. There's all that renewable space. There's a biofuels industry they're trying to develop out there. Solar is part of this big processing. We'll have a solar facility as well. There's people looking to do hydro as well, so we're putting water in dams and making power at night, all that sort of stuff.
Fantastic.
People want to come to Gladstone. So
Good stuff.
plenty of stuff going on.
We've definitely turned the corner though, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think we've turned a corner. Things are really looking up for our area, and I mean, hats off to you guys and the council. Obviously, there's been so much work in. I think the other big thing is I think the retirement village down at Tanham. There's been a lot of talk about that. Turning the Guins area into a destination for people to stay. There's a lot of people who've had to leave to Bargara and Harvey Bay, but it will keep them in our area.
Well, most certainly. And that's one of the things we've missed out on. I think we're about 15 years behind. Is we don't really have a dedicated retirement.
No, we don't.
Where you got a pool and you can go and watch a movie.
Party caravan somewhere,
all that sort of stuff. So we need to get some of those going. And we're doing everything possible.
Is Phillip Street still? Is it?
Well, Phillip Street is not going to be a retirement stuff. It's more about a social inclusion type thing and one-stop shop for everything like that. So. Yeah, no, we're going wrong.
So we've just gone overseas to England. That's Mark Spearing's mum.
No, we're global again.
G'day, Mark. You just walked past before.
That's right.
We could have swung you around.
Yeah, we
could have.
Put a second aid on him.
No, it's very, very positive. And I think real estate-wise, obviously, talking to a lot of businesses in town. I had to talk to my car place the other day. Anderson's fixing my car at the moment. They're just seeing a lot of movement. When business starts to open, I've just interviewed a few of the small businesses, the Deli Plate, Candy Couture. So I've done some interviews with some of the new businesses. The confidence is coming back. The tourism, obviously, with all the big cruise ships coming in.
On Sunday, I think. It's a rare one. It's a one-off this one. So.
East Shores.
And we got the Tanner
East Shores
on
will be
Sunday
great.
too, which is a major event coming up for the local
That's
Gladstone region.
right. Anything to do with running is on it.
That's right. Your brother should be down there.
Try hard.
Right.
So there is a lot going on, and congratulations for everything that you're doing. You're doing a fantastic job, and
we're getting better.
We're getting low on batteries, so we might have to go. But everyone, get out and support all these events. Give it.
Christmas carols tonight.
Christmas
6:30.
carols.
She's on 6 o'clock actually.
Support all the people that have been affected by the fires and the emergency services. There's plenty of events on. We're sharing them all on Facebook. Gwen's going to share all the events as well, so keep in touch. And everyone have an awesome weekend.
Thank
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And
Good on you, brother. You wouldn't be the first bloke I've kissed.
have an awesome week. And thank you to everybody that's been involved in protecting the community. Obviously, we all thank you so much. And yes, everyone get in, support our local emergency services and anyone that needs to rebuild from what's happened. So
You got it, Smalley. Yeah. What about Ross?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you for giving us some time today. I know you're extremely busy.
Matt Burnett,
you're up next. So
Yeah, that's right.
we will have a great week, everyone, and we will see you next Friday unless he's away again.
No, I'm not. I'm here.
Thanks, guys.